Welcome and thank you for tuning in. So this is a quick video about how you can hold your foot in dancer pose or natarajasana. This is a question that I've been asked a couple of times recently, so I thought it was worth making a video about. So the most common version of this shape looks something like this. And what I've been asked recently is whether people should be holding their foot on the outside or the inside. So first of all, the broad answer to this question is you can hold your foot how you like. Like if your body tells you it's okay, it's probably okay. And yoga, unlike other disciplines, for example, perhaps dance, where you're required to try and make a certain shape, and in a competitive environment, you might get points based on how well you make that shape. In yoga, we instead using the shapes to try and feel stuff and learn stuff about your body and what's going on inside you. So you hold your foot however you like. That's the kind of broader answer. Going into it a little bit more deeply, the way you hold your foot is going to determine different stuff for how your legs and your shoulders work. So if you're working the version of dancer pose where you're reaching back and grabbing your foot, then this action of taking your arm back, that's called shoulder extension. So the opposite of that is shoulder flexion, which is arm forwards and up. So if you're simply working shoulder extension, so you reach back and catch hold. So see how the heel of my hand is on the little toe side of my foot and my fingers are wrapped around towards the big toe side. If I'm holding the outside of my foot, that's pure shoulder extension. Another way you could work your shoulder is to extend it and then bring in some external rotation. So how that will look is if you watch my palm, now it's facing the floor and now it's facing towards you. So I've rotated my upper arm bone and I can hold on to the inside of my foot. So different people will prefer different versions of those. And they're both good, they just do slightly different stuff. Having your arm, your shoulder extended and externally rotated is, for most people, going to ask a little bit more of some of the tissues that attach into your shoulder. So for some people, reaching back, turning palm out and holding inside will feel like a nicer sensation in their chest. It'll feel like it gets them a bit more stretch up here. For other people, that might feel like it's a bit too much. Or you hold onto the inside of your foot and there may be some tightness around here, pulls your arm out to the side, which then takes my leg out to the side. So if you feel this going on in your body, you could either just push your leg in before you start to kick up and back into dancer pose, or you just hold on to the outside. Out of those two options, I like them both. The one that I don't really like, just personal preference, it doesn't feel that nice in my body, is instead of reaching back and turning my palm to face the floor and then out, sometimes I see people reach back, turn their palm to face up and then out. So that's rotating my arm bone in. See how that's kind of making my shoulder lean forwards? So when I grab my foot and kick up and back, it just doesn't feel that nice to me. So ways to make sure you're getting hold of the inside in this external rotation is either you can just take your arm out by the side like this, so your palm is faced up, bend your knee, catch your foot. Or another way is to reach back, grab the outside, and then keeping hold of your foot, swivel your hand around to the inside. I encourage you to have a go at all of those different options and choose which one you prefer. If you don't want to hold your foot, for whatever reason, it feels like arm isn't long enough, it bothers your knee, it bothers your back, any of that stuff, you can do this pose without holding your foot. So maybe just bend your knee, bring heel towards bum. You might reach arms back, or you could have one arm forwards, one arm back. So in this version, the back of my legs, my glutes, my hamstrings, my calves, they're all having to work much harder to hold my leg up than when I hold my foot. If that feels good, like another last option for you, it's going to make those bending muscles in your legs fire up even stronger, is bend your knee, heel towards bum. Maybe grab a block, put the block in between your heel and your hand. With your other arm, reach forwards and up. Lift that back leg, and now with your heel, try and kick the block towards your bum. So your hand's pushing block away, but your heel is kicking in super strong. You could also do that without the block if your hand and your heel easily meet. So you choose the option that works for you. If you like a few of them, they do different stuff. I would encourage you to build them all into your practice so that your body gets worked in different ways. That is what it likes. So thank you very much. If you have any other questions you want me to think about, pop them in the comments below, and I will see you soon.